What's up, guys?
Right off the bat, man, the three teams that I'm on the watch for.
Oh yeah, who you got?
PSG. I think PSG is way different this year.
Yeah.
I think they're a lot better coming into the season. Throw in Man City into the mix as well.
Yeah,
they're my second team to watch. Man City looking really good to start the Premier League season. And then in third, I actually have Tottenham.
Yeah. I think Tottenham with an assured, solidified Antonio Conte side, they could make a deep run if they want to.
I think so.
There's an X factor about them that they have, man.
I'm much
that they
more
possess.
excited for Tottenham this year than in past years where they've been in the Champions League.
Yeah, same.
And it's that Conte effect. But just the way that the whole team is playing right now, they haven't lost a game to start.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
They're looking really confident. Kane, Son, Kulusevski firing on all cylinders. And that back line, I think that's what might get them to the on a deep run.
Yeah.
Romero, Eric Dyer, Davies looking unstoppable back there, man. So Tottenham, that's a good pick.
I love seeing the reactions of
dude. They're always so underwhelming, man. It's very rare that anything happens.
A shining moment to make a meme.
Yeah.
And they all just give the most bland faces.
Yeah. I think Man City, especially with Erling Haaland, he has to be that final ingredient for Pep Guardiola to go off here.
Well,
man.
that's the thing. If he doesn't do it this year with Erling Haaland, bro, I don't want to hear it anymore.
I'm
already close to it, with their Champions League curse. I'm close to not wanting to hear about it anymore. But with Haaland, I'll give him one more shot.
Absolutely.
More strong teams in pot one.
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
You're saying?
I'm saying. Pot two is for me, that's the pot I'm watching.
Okay.
Yeah. Because, dude, if you look at pot one, half the teams, they're not going to be a little shaky. Yeah.
This one, Liverpool, Barcelona. A fully loaded Barcelona now.
Let's add an Atletico in there.
Throw in your colchoneros in there. There they are.
There they are. If I'm Atleti, I want Frankfurt. If you're anybody, I think you want Eintracht Frankfurt. No disrespect, but I think that's just reality.
Yeah, but I'll take Porto.
I'll take Porto. I'll take Ajax. I'll take Ajax to an extent as well. I want to see PSG get Barcelona.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, yeah. So RB Leipzig and Real Madrid. I haven't seen that matchup.
Oh,
I haven't seen that matchup in I don't know if ever. So that'd be cool to see. RB Leipzig at the Santiago Bernabéu?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've seen that.
Okay. I think for me, Juventus, they have a lot to prove. Okay. They have a lot of new pieces, and I don't know if any of it's solidified yet.
I predict they're going to play Man City. They're going to go in Man City's group. H.
Oh.
PSG and Juventus.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Dang it. All right, there goes my Barcelona PSG hopes.
A little Di Maria comeback. Yeah, playing against a team that
it's not as big as a Messi comeback. That would have been insane.
That would have been dope. That would have been really dope.
I wanted to see Messi break Barca hearts in a PSG jersey.
No. Frankfurt and Tottenham. Tottenham off to a good start.
Yeah.
Congratulations on top in the group, Tottenham. Liverpool. Here we go.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
It's time. Ajax and Liverpool.
Ajax
and Liverpool. I'll gladly take that. I've always wanted to twist one of those.
It looks so satisfying.
Manchester City and Sevilla.
Okay. Well, that's tough for Sevilla. Unfortunately, I think the Sevilla side is on the downturn.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. So getting a team like Manchester City is just not going to make things any easier for that team.
Barcelona time.
Okay.
It's Barcelona time. Barcelona goes to Group C.
Okay.
Bayern Munich, Barcelona. Group of death already.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And then maybe chance at redemption after that 8-2 loss in the Champions League.
Lewandowski coming back
too.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a really good one.
Chelsea up next. They're in the group with AC Milan.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, honestly, I think that's favorable. Maybe even for Milan too, if Chelsea can't get firing.
Right. Depends who finds their form.
Exactly.
Matchup time.
Exactly.
Atletico Madrid faces off against Porto.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll take that all day long.
We got to go to
Let's go.
Yep. Me watching the Champions League draw, remembering again that United won't be in this year's tournament. Jeez, man. Champions League draw is taking way too long. Manchester United will be playing it by the time this is done. That's classic, man. That's classic Champions League draws, man. Pep, after seeing Yaya Toure, will be involved in the draw, getting all nervous, man. That history coming up.
I wanted to see Liverpool in the same group as PSG so bad. I think Yeah, that would have been a really fun, just high octane, 2 elite teams going at it. Yeah. That would have been dope. Give it to me.
Napoli.
Ooh, okay.
Little wild card here.
I think I like Napoli this year. They have a lot of the same pieces, plus they've included some good transfers in the offseason. Yeah. Napoli could do some damage. Cavaradona, absolutely.
Insane start to the season.
Looks like Lozano's been a big part too of this team starting this year. So better. Napoli, Barcelona, maybe.
Group A. Okay. Ajax, Liverpool, Napoli. All right. Liverpool has faced Napoli before in the group stage.
Okay.
Dang. Okay. This is shaping up to be a fun.
Looks like a fun group.
This is a fun group. Dang. Okay, so that second spot is already up for grabs.
I was about to say I don't think there's a clear top 2.
Yeah.
Salzburg. FC Salzburg.
Who once again, man, so much young talent on that team. Man.
Oh yeah,
their front line has like an average age of like 21 years old.
Yeah,
it's like 2 19-year-olds old and 1 23-year-old. I'm like, good Lord. Salzburg just does this year in, year out.
These past couple years, man, they've proven themselves to be a nuisance in the group stage. A nuisance. So you don't want to have to face Salzburg. Man. So let's see where they go.
It was fun seeing Brandon Aronson in the Champions League.
It was.
Salzburg. AC Milan, Chelsea, and RB Salzburg.
All right, I think once again Salzburg can do some damage in this group, like they usually do.
I'm personally still considering Chelsea the favorites of that group. I'm putting that pressure on them. They have too much talent to not get first.
Exactly.
But they got some feisty teams now to face.
I basically apply that to any Prem team.
Yeah.
No matter the form, they have too much talent to not get past the group stage.
Yeah. Okay. PSG, Juventus, and Benfica.
Interesting. Okay. I think Benfica like that Juve draw for sure.
Sevilla, sleeper against English teams, says Julito Culito. Bayern and Barca are just in love for some reason, based Adam Mass.
Just in love.
It's cute. It's getting cute now. It's getting cute that's happening. Dortmund.
City and Sevilla.
Man City. Okay. Ooh, I'm excited for that Manchester City Borussia Dortmund matchup.
Yeah. This is the team you want. If you're anybody in pot 1, pot 2, you want Bayer Leverkusen. They've been atrocious this year.
Salivating at the lips right now.
They've been atrocious. And Atletico Madrid, let's go. Let's go. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Good Lord.
That's a good group.
What a draw.
That's a good group for Atletico. All right.
Good Lord.
Let's go.
Nah, man.
This is another one you want. If you're part 1, part 2, you want Sporting.
Yeah, they got ran by Porto.
There's a lot better teams than Porto in this tournament. So Sporting gonna have a tough time.
Frankfurt, Tottenham, and Sporting. You love that. You love that if you're pro Tottenham, and guess who is this stream, boys? That's me right now, man.
Yeah.
Frankfurt and Sporting, bro.
That's very favorable.
They have to get first.
But if you're Sporting, maybe you have a chance at second since Frankfurt's in it.
So far.
And same with Frankfurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real Madrid.
They always get tough ones.
Real Madrid
are always in tough groups.
Yeah. RB Leipzig and Shakhtar Donetsk.
I think Madrid will be like, okay, that's a pretty good draw. That's a pretty good draw for them.
Both Madrid teams getting
pretty good draws.
Bayern, Barcelona, and Inter.
Whoa. Okay.
We found our group of death. We have it. This has to be it.
And the inclusion of getting Lukaku back, that boosts Inter big time, man. You know that man loves scoring in Italy.
Yeah.
So he's going to be having fun in this group.
He already started doing it. Oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah.
It's been a jam-packed group.
Group C.
Y'all laughing now. Benfica and Porto, final 16.
Maybe.
Thing is, I could see it happening because this Portuguese sides find a way to get into knockout stages.
Porto have a lot of experience.
Yeah. Rangers.
We got 2 Scottish teams in the Champions League this year. When was the last time that happened?
Dude, for real.
No, honestly.
PSG draw with Barca would have been the best thing ever.
It would have been the best thing ever. Thank you, man. It would have been the best thing ever.
Especially with Barca being much better this season, too.
Exactly.
Like they could
it actually would have been a battle.
They could have taken it, too.
Victoria Pilsen. The Czech league has always been producing at least one good team. Not saying they do anything, but don't expect them to just be pushovers.
Maccabi. The crazy qualification they had last night.
Yeah.
Last minute own goal winner to qualify for the Champions League. I think it's been a year since an Israeli team has made it.
Only the second Israeli team in the last 10 years to make a group stage. So if you're Israeli, man, I'm catching every one of those home games.
I'm catching every single one, man. Give me that Celtic Rangers.
Imagine.
Champions League semifinal.
Yeah. That'd actually be huge for Scottish football.
That'd be crazy for Scottish football. This is crucial for Celtic right now.
This is crucial because they could get an easy group.
Yeah.
Because there's several groups where there's only like one team truly.
Yeah. Real Madrid, RB Leipzig, Shakhtar Donetsk, and Celtic.
Okay.
Not the worst draw they could have gotten.
Not the worst one. Honestly, if I'm Celtic, I'm like, okay, we can manage this.
Come on, you Spurs. That puts them with Tottenham, Frankfurt, Sporting, and Marseille.
Wow.
That's a win if you're a Marseille fan, I think.
I think so, because you see yourself being better than Frankfurt and Sporting if you're a Marseille fan. You just do.
Yeah.
Whether that actually happens, we'll have to see.
Yeah. But you can convince yourself.
You can. Like, you could be like, okay, we could finish second in this group.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Copenhagen from Denmark.
Copenhagen. Very similar to the Czech League. Danish football has been producing good teams throughout these past couple of years.
City, Sevilla, Borussia Dortmund, and Copenhagen. That's okay. I think to me, that's tough. That's tough, bro. That's tough. Man.
I think Copenhagen can surprise against both Sevilla and Dortmund. I really do. I have a lot of faith in this Copenhagen team.
Then.
I think it'll be feisty.
Okay. Porto, Madrid.
That's me.
And Bayer Leverkusen. That's me.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Great.
Yeah.
It's really good. Really, really good. I don't think we've had a group this on paper easy in a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is big. If you're a Rangers fan, coming off of that Europa League final heartbreak.
Dude, I'm glad they're here.
They're back. Yeah.
I'm glad that they made it because they deserved it by getting the final in the Europa League last year, and now they're here in the group stage.
Yeah, they had to work through it too. They had to face that PSV side that came down to the wire yesterday.
This is their first group stage since 2010. Dude. 12 years since Rangers were the last time in the group stage, bro. So this is huge.
Ajax, Liverpool, Napoli, Rangers. Wow. Okay.
That low key is a pretty tough group, I think. Yeah. Maybe even
Sneaky
tricky
group.
for Liverpool.
Yeah. There's not an easy away game.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah. They still should win, but
they still should.
Yeah. Is there just one group of death so far? Asks Flynn 64. Thinking about it right now, I think so, man. There might be like a true. Might be like a second place though.
Absolutely. But group of death, I think for sure it's just Group C.
AC Milan, Chelsea, Salzburg, Zagreb.
Okay, well, other than Chelsea, if you're Zagreb, not saying you win, but maybe you could do something against Salzburg or even maybe get a draw against Milan.
One of these days, I want to see one of these managers or owners react with like just their hands in their head, like, no. I want to just express their.
Or one just like get really happy, be like,
really stand up and start clapping.
Yeah.
Scene. Group H for Maccabi. PSG, Juventus, Benfica, and Maccabi.
That's a baptism of fire, I think, for Maccabi.
Yeah,
that's going to be tough.
Yep.
Even with like a shaky Juve side, that's tough.
Yeah, maybe Juventus finds their form and
it goes off.
Maybe they find it through beating Maccabi. So.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe they help.
Yeah. Victoria Pilsen enters a group of death.
Okay. Yeah.
The irony of a team being called Victoria in a group of death.
Yeah.
Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Inter Milan, Victoria. Okay, that kind of does lessen the overall quality of the group a little bit.
If you're Pilsen, though, you are so upset. You're so upset.
Yeah, you're banging the wall right now.
Yeah.
You think Napoli pull an upset and win the group over Liverpool?
I think they have a chance of doing something crazy.
If there was a chance, it's this year.
Yeah.
With how weird Liverpool has started, maybe if injuries keep piling up for them.
Yeah.
If Napoli keeps on rolling the way they start off the season with Cavaradona, then maybe there's that chance. I won't predict that, but you have merit in predicting that.
You do.
Yeah. Any chance Barca gets eliminated in group phase? Well, being in this tough group, I could potentially see it.
I could potentially see it. It's been a while since we've had a truly competitive Barcelona. Right. So maybe they're a little inexperienced. Maybe.
Could be. So, I still see them getting out.
I see
them
too.
Getting out this year. I'm understanding why Man City never got a Yaya a birthday cake. Hurry up, man.
He was a little slow on it. Yeah.
Man City finally have a Champions League group that doesn't consist of semi-pro teams. They've had it easy.
I will say, though, they've had it easy, man. Years, man. Yeah, they really have.
Easy. There goes the group of death. Barcelona, Bayern, and Inter.
Brutal. Absolutely.
Brutal, man.
Absolutely.
I'm not counting out Inter, too.
No, I can't.
Barcelona fans, after seeing Bayern Munich in their group, here we go again. There's trauma now.
There's trauma, man.
Because Bayern has dominated that matchup in these past 4 or 5 years.
And they might. Again, who knows?
Yeah. Ronaldo watching
Bro, no Ronaldo. No Ronaldo in the UCL.
No Ronaldo, man.
Isn't that crazy,
Ronaldo
man?
in the Champions League.
This is like a foreshadowing of things that come when him and Messi retire. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, a taste of what it's going to be like to not see Ronaldo on the biggest stage, man.
My God.
That legitimately hurts, man.
I just can't believe he's not here.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
Barcelona, Inter Milan, Victoria Pleasant. Man, I'm thinking about like that Barcelona to Inter matchup.
Those are going to be huge.
Going to the San Siro. But Bayern too, not having Robert Lewandowski anymore to rely on. Now they got a different front three, basically. Yeah. So it'll be cool to see these new mixes of these new squads. Barcelona going through a whole revamp too. I'm hyped, man.
So hyped. And it'll be interesting because there was a little bit of bitterness when Lewandowski left. Mm-hmm. There was some bitterness. Mm-hmm. And now he has to see them twice. Mm-hmm. And one of them will be in Germany, in Munich. That's going to be insane.
Oh, my God.
I just wonder what the atmosphere is going to be like.
Him, or they celebrate him?
I want to say that the Bayern fans will celebrate him.
You have to.
I think so. I think so.
Man. You can't.
But once that whistle blows, they're going to beat him up. I think they're going to bully him as much as they can. Yeah. It'll get a little personal. Ultimately, even though this is a group of death, I'm going to go ahead and say right now, I have Bayern topping this group.
Wow.
I do.
Okay.
No matter what happens, I have Bayern topping this group. But I do think that second place is up for grabs. And it's just going to be, where does Barcelona get their points and where does Inter Milan get their points? Because I think that's what's going to decide.
No, for sure.
Those big games, like you said, at the San Siro, in the Camp Nou. Yeah. I think that'll decide who gets that second spot. But Barcelona's front three, man, they look reinvigorated.
That's my thing. I think there's such an X factor with, I feel like they're right now to start the season. They start off a little weird, a little slow, but they're going to slowly build up more and more flow, more chemistry.
Yeah.
I have Barcelona top in this group.
Yeah.
I have them top in this group because I think they'll find their momentum when it comes time to these matchups.
Yeah.
And I can see them going to the Allianz Arena and Bayern and just taking it to them, man. Their front three's relentless, bro. Dude, relentless.
This is the most competitive Barcelona I've seen since like Messi went through his blonde phase. It's been a long time since we've seen a competitive Barcelona. Yeah. So absolutely, I think Barcelona can get points against Bayern Munich. My only problem is that this Bayern Munich team, they're synced in together.
Yeah.
Their chemistry.
They started off the season so
Oh my God, dude. Their chemistry, I think, is probably one of the best in all of Europe. And I think that goes a long way. My only thing with Barcelona is I think they're just a little bit too early in their progress. But I still think it'll be enough for them to get through and even trouble Bayern.
I'm calling Xavi masterclass in the Champions League. He finally arrives on the stage. It's going to be a beautiful thing to see. Bro. Inter Milan, though. Inter Milan. I mean, let's give them a little bit of credit here. They are back in the Champions League.
Yeah.
They got some reinvigorated forces up top with Lukaku coming back. Yeah. So why not for Inter, man?
And another thing is Lautaro Martinez, man. He's been improving every year. Every year, he's just improving his game, improving his IQ as a striker. And now he gets to pair up with a guy who knows Inter Milan really well, and Romelu Lukaku. I absolutely love this. You have Joaquin Correa maybe coming off the bench. And then you still have some really good guys at the back. De Vrij, Skriniar, Dumfries, man. This team is solid. Yeah. This team is really, really solid. So Inter Milan might be able to get going in this group, man. Yeah. So I'm so excited for this group because it's going to be brutal. It's brutal.
Let's read some of these chats. Inter in tier 3, how? Plus, will an Italian team ever be outside the group of death? I think Italians are getting tired of being in the group of death.
Yeah, like Napoli, when they're in it, they always get a tough group. Yeah, man.
Yeah. AC Milan. I think
Milan has had tough draws too.
Bayern and Inter will make it out of Group C, says Hokic General. Thing is, I can also see that. That's why it's a group of death. I mean, I can see a lot of outcomes here. Victoria tops the group.
Slavia Prague, when they had a good group stage run, Souček and Soufal both popped off, and then they got that big sign at West Ham. Who's to say that there's not two good Czech players?
Probably is.
They might surprise here.
Barca has zero chance against Bayern. Bayern is going to destroy them.
I agree. I actually agree with that. I think Bayern's too good. I think they're too good.
I just think that you have to take this matchup personally if you're a Barcelona fan and player. You have to. You got to understand what this matchup means to the fans, and you got to show up on that pitch to defend your jersey, man. You have to because I cannot handle another Barcelona beating from Bayern, man. That would ruin a lot of Barca fans, man.
Like even 2-3-0 would still be like, Barca, come on. Like I'd be like, fight a little bit more, fight more. I want it to be tight if they have that in them, but I don't know if they do.
Group G has Manchester City, Sevilla, Borussia Dortmund, Copenhagen. Group H, PSG, Juventus, Benfica, Maccabi.
I think that PSG group, I think, is going to be interesting solely because I have PSG, similar to Bayern, topping this group easily. I really do think so. The chemistry that they built, I think for PSG comes down to two things. One, Neymar. Dude.
Having the season of his life to start.
Exactly.
I'm on the Neymar. This is Neymar's year train.
Yes.
Watch how he does at the World Cup and watch what he does with this PSG team.
That's what I'm
saying. Watch it, man. Watch it.
It's a World Cup year, so his Brazilian genes have activated. He's going off right now, man. Yeah. And his chemistry with Messi is probably the best it's ever been on the pitch. And whether people like it or not, he's linking up with Kylian Mbappe really well. Like you said, he's firing on all cylinders. This might be his year. And the second thing, man, the GOAT, Lionel Messi, I think, has fully arrived in this PSG jersey. Last year was a little bit of shell shock. He was like, I'm so used to being in Barcelona. Where the hell am I?
Really bizarre.
But now he's like, all right, reality's settled in. Now it's time for me to get to work. Yeah. It's time for me to win some silver with PSG. Yeah. So I think this PSG side is going to go off this year. I really do.
For me, a lot of it comes down to the management, man. Ooh, no more Pochettino. Yeah. Now you got Galtier up front, and he's shown me. I've seen basically every single PSG game this year. Yeah, it looks so different tactically. Yeah. I love how he's putting Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe in much better productive situations. Yeah, that midfield looks really strong as well, and the back line with Ramos finally being healthy again and being a part of this team. Yes, I could genuinely see PSG making a good run at the final this year, but there's always that angle of
the trauma.
Yeah, it's PSG, bro.
It's PSG
for the past,
and that's all you have to say, and people get it.
Disappointed in the Champions League, man. Especially last year with Real Madrid pulling off an incredible comeback against them. What if it happens again, bro? I can't handle that no more. I can't. That's why I'm so pro PSG, because I'm tired of it. I'm putting that pressure on them. But I believe in them. Messi, Neymar, Mbappe. Let's see it under Galtier's system. Let's see some good management. Let's see some good gameplay. Okay. And let's see them make the final. Man.
So this is the last straw we're saying for PSG. Is that what we're saying?
I think this is the last straw. Last straw for PSG. Last straw for Man City.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just can't. I'm up to here with both these.
Up to here. Yeah, absolutely, man. And for Juve, man, I like I said at the beginning, I think Juve just have too many unknown pieces. Pogba's still coming off an injury. Can he get going? Can they unlock Di Maria? Can they maximize Dusan Vlahovic's potential as a number 9? When are they going to get Chiesa back? He's a big piece as to how successful Juve can be, man. Yeah. So for me, there's a lot of unknown for Juve right now for them to even consider themselves as like getting past the round of 16, maybe even out of this group.
There's a lot of drama too with I've been hearing from Juventus fans about how Allegri's managing this team. They're getting tired of him. They're getting tired of him and how he's putting Vlahovic in not the most productive situations, man.
Exactly.
And so a lot has to be figured out before we can consider Juventus contenders for the Champions League.
And so much so that I think Benfica, if they play really good football the way that they can, and they've started off in the Portuguese league really well, if they continue that high, I think they could take advantage of this shaky Juve team and actually finish in second. There's a chance I could see Juve not getting out of this group.
Dang.
Solely because I think Benfica have gotten off to a good start. They have a good unit.
Chance.
Yeah, this is Benfica's chance. Yeah. This is not a terrible group. And as you know, for Maccabi, I think this is tough. This is tough for them. You know, they don't get this competition anywhere near as frequent as these teams do.
Yeah, it's a little different.
It's different, man.
It's a little different.
This is different. But I'll be cheering for them when I get the chance, because I love a Cinderella story. And hell, even if they can get close to third place, that's a win for me. That's a win for me.
How about we look at some tweets, man? I've been liking the tweets we've been seeing lately.
Yeah.
Moon.
Yeah.
I mean, man. Yeah. When does it get easy for Barcelona, man? Ever since Messi left, it's just been difficulties, man. Dude, and now you're giving this group, like, good Lord, man, give me some room to breathe.
You're right.
Rumor has it that Papa Perez was hiding under the table where the Champions League draw pots were placed and controlling the balls with a magnet. That'd be crazy. I mean, when Ronaldo sees that Sporting group, he will send transfer requests tomorrow morning.
Dude, when I saw Sporting play last week, man, and I'm like, Ronaldo should have just gone to Sporting.
Dang.
He should have just gone.
Yeah.
The fans would have loved him. The team itself is feisty enough to compete. I'm not saying they win any games, but hey, it could have been fun.
Oh, and he gets Champions League football at the end of the day, man.
Exactly.
Tottenham couldn't have asked for a better group. I genuinely think so.
No, they could not have.
I went into this stream so positive on Tottenham, and I came out even more positive. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, man, yeah.
That Man City versus Dortmund would be a banger. Yeah, Haaland.
Yeah.
I hadn't even thought about that.
Yeah.
Haaland going back to face his old team.
My biggest problem with Dortmund is I have this post-depression Erling Haaland syndrome.
Yeah.
Like he was too good of a player, and now that he's gone, I'm just like, we can't win any more games. Like it's just like it's too big of a player to miss out and still be positive that you can win games.
Yeah,
it's too big of a player.
Yeah.
So I know they got big. I know they got Haller from Ajax. They got Karim Adeyemi from Salzburg. Mm-hmm. These are good players. Sure, they're no Erling Haaland, man. And if they couldn't do it with Haaland at the helm, I don't think they can do it
and
here.
Who's Haaland doing it for? Man City.
Oh, exactly.
Man City. We've seen with the start to the season that he's at home. Mm-hmm. He's just at home. He's fitting into their system perfectly. Yeah. And
3 goals in 3 games.
3 goals in 3 games. He's the last piece they needed to, I guess, in a way, secure Champions League success. Mm-hmm. So I'm putting that pressure on them. I'm putting that pressure on them. I don't want to hear it any more from City fans or from anybody else. Yeah. Man City has to win the final. At the very least, go to the final.
At the very least, I'm putting the pressure. They have to go to the final this year.
At the very least.
They have to.
Kevin De Bruyne playing insane top-level football. His game has ascended another level, in my opinion, with that pass he had against Newcastle this week.
Megging Joe Willock.
Yeah. He looks so calm and composed and confident now. It's ridiculous how much he's ascended. And you just got all these pieces in this Manchester City squad, but you also have some shaky rumors of Bernardo Silva wanting
Silva might go to Barcelona, and that's tough because Silva's looked incredible at the start of the season, man. Getting the assist on that first goal and then at Newcastle game. So, yeah, that'll be tough to replace. The thing is, you still have players like Jack Grealish, Riyad Mahrez, Phil Foden to replace that position. But I think Silva might actually be the best out of all of those guys.
Yeah.
So that'll actually be a tough player to replace.
Yeah.
But, defensively, they still have John Stones, Ruben Diaz, Kyle Walker, Joao Cancelo. It's solid back there. They'll be tough to beat at the very least. Haaland has to make up for that offensively if Bernardo Silva does go. And I think he can, solely based off of how many goals that guy can score.
Yeah, man. A lot depends on where Bernie goes, man. If he stays at Man City, he strengthens that squad. But if he goes to Barca, bro, that might be what they need to top that group.
Dude, low-key.
That might be what they need.
That might be what they need, yeah. Silva's irreplaceable.
So I want to go to chat real quick. Let's see what the folks are saying. PSG versus Liverpool in the Champions League final, or Liverpool versus Tottenham.
I don't want to see Liverpool-Tottenham again.
I don't want to see Liverpool.
That final was not good.
But PSG-Liverpool really gets me.
That'd be good. That gets me going.
Barca just flipped another lever. They need more reinforcements seeing Bayern in their group from Slim Shocky.
They need more reinforcements? They bought like $200 million worth of players. No.
I think what you have is
what they
good enough to face them.
Yeah, it's good enough.
From FE Torres 50, Inter got screwed again. We need a new format, preferably 6 teams per group. This brings up a good topic of switching things up in the Champions League. I know a lot of people like the traditional approach of just keeping it the same, but maybe there's a new format in place. Isn't there one coming through, I believe?
I was about to say, I think they are going to expand how many teams are in a group. Yeah. Like, if it's not next year, it's like in 2 years or something like that.
Up to 8 teams, I think.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It might be that. It might be that. Yeah.
So you might get your wish.
Yeah, for real.
Group C, the toughest group, always making it harder for Barcelona. I mean, you can tell these Barcelona fans are frustrated.
Yeah. I would be too.
I mean, banging the table.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm just like,
I understand it. I absolutely understand it.
I think Liverpool has a really interesting situation with their injuries, man. I think that what's happening right now is actually in large part due to their injuries, but also because they didn't buy another midfielder in the offseason. They need some reinforcements there. They got Darwin Nunez up top, who's not in his best form right now with the red card.
Right.
But maybe he finds it flowing later down in the season, and maybe these Liverpool squad players get healthy again. I mean, most of them are just like up to a month-long injury.
Yeah.
So there's a chance that they get reinforced once again. I think Liverpool in a knockout situation in the Champions League, I think they're really tough to beat, man.
Yeah.
Over 2 games when they're flowing and working really well together, I have Liverpool making semifinals.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm still going to put that on them.
I actually can agree with that. Regardless of the shaky start, I have too much faith in Klopp.
Yeah.
His track record has proven that he can win virtually any game, regardless of the state of his team, because what he's instilled in that Liverpool team is fight, pace, dynamicism. They go at it no matter who they're facing, bro. And the thing is, they still have the talent. Even if Darwin Nunez is a little off, he's still an incredible number 9. His explosiveness, I think, is unparalleled in the game. Maybe only Erling Haaland has that same type of explosiveness. And then if you get Jota healthy, Luis Diaz is still an excellent winger, man. And then, of course, you still have Mohamed Salah.
Mohamed Salah.
And he has performed it year in, year out, bro. So I think Liverpool are going to be fine. I really do.
Yeah.
They'll get out of their group, even though it might be a little tricky. I don't think it'll be easy. But I think Liverpool's quality level is just too high to not get out of the group.
Yeah, that's my thing. Once they make it out of the group, they're usually the
knockout.
favorites in any knockout situation.
Exactly, bro.
We've seen what they do in finals, but in knockout situations, I favor Liverpool for sure.
Yeah, and for me, I think the only team that could truly beat Liverpool in a knockout stage is going to be someone like a PSG, someone like a Bayern.
Man
I'm talking like an elite team. That's it. If they get anybody else, I favor Liverpool.
Yeah,
I agree.
I hope that during those knockout games and those big moments that Liverpool look back and they don't regret letting Sadio Mane go.
That'll be a big one.
Because Sadio Mane these past 3 years in the Champions League has been immense, dude.
Yeah.
Immense. Scoring big goals, big assists. I remember his highlight against Bayern in the round of 16 a few years ago where he essentially turned Neuer and then chipped it over him. It was a beautiful finish. That to me is a big piece. And hopefully Darwin Núñez, who had a great Champions League season last year, can replicate that.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't, then Liverpool might be in a tough situation offensively where there might be those big moments weighing in on them and they don't know who to go to.
Yeah, you know, and there was that stat last year, like what, 3 finals, no goals?
Yeah.
So that gets interesting.
It got a little weird in
that
finals
gets
for Liverpool
interesting,
last year.
So yeah, maybe when they face a big team, maybe they get scared again. I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah, absolutely, man. But they got Ajax, Napoli, and Rangers in their group. Should be pretty easy goings for them, I think, overall.
I think so. For me, Ajax, this might be one of their weakest teams they've had in a while, solely because they let go of Martinez to Manchester United. They let go of
Anthony might be on the
Anthony might be on the way to United as well. Yeah. They had to let go of Gravenberg, Mazraoui to Bayern Munich. All of them are starters.
Yeah.
And they no longer have that. I know they got Calvin Bassey from Rangers, actually, but it's just, for me, it's too much change in so little time.
Yeah.
I think Ajax are going to struggle a little bit. So this isn't like a good Ajax team. I think they're still going to be good because they have like Mohamed Kudus. They still have Brian Broby. They still have Dusan Tadic. Yeah. But for me, it's too much change. Yeah. It's too much.
Mexican Jorge Sanchez.
He's there. He's there. We could see him for sure.
Chat, let's see what y'all think. Let's hear it. Liverpool is in a great group. They will be fine.
Yeah.
An early wake-up call is good for a team of their quality. I actually really agree with that.
Cannot agree more.
I love your optimism, Enrique. I love how you think.
Hell yeah.
From Hokage General, who's been active in the chat for a while.
Okay.
How far is Tottenham really going to go? Well, let's see. If they make it out of their group, I could see them winning their first knockout matchup if they get a favorable tie. Yeah. I think quarterfinals for now. I'm thinking quarterfinals for now for Tottenham. But if they find that second gear come that time, I'm not going to rule them out either, man. There's a lot of strength in this Champions League this year, man, with these top teams.
Yeah. If it's April and we see Tottenham in the semifinals, would not be surprised. I just wouldn't be.
Yeah.
I'd be like, okay, they've deserved this. And I'm sure the football at that point would have been deserving enough for them to get there in the first place.
Yeah.
So it's like, I can see Tottenham hitting an insane gear where they can pretty much beat anybody. And like I said, that back line, man, it looks like a wall. It looks like a wall, man.
Yeah, you got fighters, man.
Even if they can't necessarily score, let's say they're playing like a good Bayern Munich team, they're going to be hard to score against too. So I can see Tottenham making a deep run.
I would love to see Conte produce a masterclass, kind of like he's done in the past in the league for like Chelsea, winning that tournament, Inter Milan as well. I would love to see him produce a masterclass in the Champions League.
Oh, yeah.
I want to see him guide this team, fight against other coaches, give them weird handshakes at the end of games as well, and take this team really deep. Let's look at the chat. I love that Liverpool group. Should be a lot of good football, though. Liverpool will surely make it through. Well balanced from Marcus Watson. Hey, I'm liking the optimism regarding Liverpool so far.
And it makes sense, man. Yeah. This is Liverpool, one of the best teams across Europe for the last 5 years.
Yeah, I do hate how recently it's
so easy to mark them off.
It's so easy to mark them off because of the bad start. But let's not forget, man. I want to talk about the defending Champions League winners.
Yes,
the
title holders,
and the club with the most Champions League titles in their history.
14? Is that where we're at right now?
I think we're at 14. I'm starting to lose count. Real Madrid. Drawn into Group F with RB Leipzig, Shakhtar Donetsk, Celtic. This is easy pickings for Real Madrid. This is easy pickings. Man. I think they make it out of this group comfortably. I think Vinicius Jr. continues his incredible rise. I think the inclusion of Tchouaméni in that midfield will produce some really good performances throughout this time.
I think so.
And I think Real Madrid just goes back to their classic Champions League winning ways and makes it out of this group to start.
No, they're topping the group no matter what. But even if we go beyond that, again, I could see Madrid going to the semis. I could see them going to the finals solely because of their history, their legacy. We've talked about it before. Yeah. You know what really hit me was, even though they had to have so many comebacks, even though they had to have so many like come from behind performances in last year's Champions League, the thing about Madrid is that it doesn't expend a lot of energy when they do that. You know, like smaller teams, when they have to come from behind, it takes a lot out of them. It's a mental game. But for Madrid, no matter what, they always know they can beat their opponent. And that goes a long way when you think about how mentality can affect your team. So they're always positive. It doesn't take a lot out of them when they have to come from behind. And that is the recipe for glory. That is the recipe for a championship winning team. Madrid have it in their DNA. You can't write them off. From title contention, you can't write them up. And you just said they still have Vinicius Jr., who's just getting better every year. Player of the year, Karim Benzema still on the squad. Sure, they lost Casemiro, but you said they just got Tchouaméni. They got Camavinga a couple years ago. They were planning for this to happen. Madrid still have an excellent squad firing on all cylinders. Expect them to make a deep run.
I mean, new pieces like Tchouaméni and also Rudiger being in that, that back line, strengthening that back line. I remember last year people were critical of the back line, and look at what they did. They ended up winning the Champions League final. So now that that got better,
improved.
A lot of the moves that they made have been really calculated, especially with Casemiro's departure. You felt that a lot of teams would have lost a player like that and not been able to replicate a player in that sense.
True.
Tchouaméni's right there waiting for his opportunity. And now he's going to be an integral part of this Madrid squad.
Yes.
So Madrid fans, you're feeling good so far going into the season of Champions League.
Oh, yeah.
From Liam Becker, I find it quite remarkable that two clubs of the size, stature, and history of Liverpool and Rangers have never met before. It should make for a great atmosphere in the Champions League this season.
Wow.
Dude, I didn't know they never met before.
Neither did I.
Dude, that's dope.
That's crazy.
That's awesome,
man.
Rangers coming to Anfield and then Liverpool going to Rangers Stadium.
That'd be insane.
This Champions League group is just full of reunions with players in their former clubs.
The Lewandowski one really gets me. That one gets me, man.
I
don't even know if I want to see that. Lewandowski, man.
It might get ugly,
tearing
man.
up. It might get ugly, man.
Dortmund and Holland.
Yeah.
Between Group C and Group H, which is the toughest group?
For me, it's definitely Group C because, again, you have Bayern, a high-flying Barcelona, and then a incredibly solid Inter Milan. Just to boot, for Group H, it's PSG, Juventus, Benfica, and Maccabi. Sure, Juventus and Benfica have a big name, but I think Juventus personally are out of form, and Benfica just haven't had an incredibly good squad over these last 5 years. They just haven't. So for me, it's clearly Group C, clearly. And for me,
there's a shout for Group H. I think there's a shout with the strength of PSG up top, with Juventus potentially finding their form under their new additions.
Right.
Benfica maybe being the best Portuguese squad this year.
Yeah.
And Maccabi, X Factor.
Unknown.
I'm just trying to think of the opposite side. Has anyone seen who's in Arsenal's group for Champions League? Actually, let me check. I think they are in. That's right. They didn't even qualify. I haven't got around to checking yet, man. Dude.
They'll be there next year. They'll be there next year. Don't you worry.
Man, I really would have loved to see them this year in the Champions League. Karim Benzema is the men's player of the year, which must have been the easiest decision of the night.
Absolutely.
Without his goals, Real do not win last season's Champions League.
And they weren't just goals, they were bangers.
Fact.
Incredible IQ, clutch,
incredible IQ, incredible decision making,
finesse.
Good Lord.
You name it, Benzema can do it all.
Yeah. From Dirk Loftland, Liverpool just needs to get their mesh going. It's not basketball, but by the time Champions League happens, I think Liverpool will be in stride.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it.
I'm loving Liverpool fans' approach, man. They're also optimistic, man. It's a good fan base.
And then you think about Barcelona's fans, and they're just like, I hate myself right now.
Good Lord. Oh, Spurs love to play up to the competition in Champions League. For example, 2019.
Yeah.
I think they do well in the group and come into knockouts with confidence and ahead of steam.
I can see it.
I actually do agree with that. And that's what I like about Tottenham this year is that they do have the ability to play up to any opponent.
Oh, yeah.
We saw it last year with how they took it to Man City and beat Man City with what I would say a lesser squad than what they have this year. This year, they've improved so much. So I genuinely think that there's not a matchup where Tottenham doesn't have a chance.
Right.
It's just a matter of can you pull out the result and get the victory.
Exactly.
And Tottenham's a little little cursed. So.
Little cursed.
So
But maybe Conte has blessed them.
maybe he's put that blessing up. But guys, thanks so much for tuning into this Bleacher Report Champions League group draw stream. Always a big fan of draws and just seeing how everything turns out. And
as am I.
Once again, I think we got a great Champions League waiting for us, man.
Oh yeah, I'm so excited for this year. So excited, especially just get it in real quick. Atletico, the easiest group I think I've ever seen us have. So hey, I think we're gonna get through. And at that point, I'll say it right here: Atletico can always beat anybody on any given day.
They got a big culture
on
over here.
Any given day. Last year against Manchester City, if Correa could have just finished, man, they would have beaten them.
Let it go, man.
So I think never count Atletico out. Never count them out.
Thing is, we're at the end of the show here, and I want to predict who wins the Champions League from each of us.
Okay.
Brother, I got PSG lifting that trophy. Messi and Neymar having the year of their lives at the club level, but also the international level, with Argentina and Brazil potentially going far at the World Cup. And then Kylian Mbappe being happy that he finally got his Champions League trophy. Yeah. I got PSG winning it this year.
Yeah.
Who you got?
Yeah. Oddly enough, I actually have to agree.
Whoa.
I know. The way that I've seen them play so far at the start of the season, I know it is in the French league and they haven't faced, like, for example, Lyon and Marseille yet. But their offense I haven't seen an offense click like this in a while. But I will say, quick underscore favorites right beneath them, Bayern Munich. I have Bayern Munich also having a big chance. For me, it's PSG or Bayern Munich. And that's the thing. There's still teams like Madrid City. So it's going to be an insane Champions League this year.
It's going to be a good one, man. Thank you for tuning in. We are the Give and Go Boys, Reynoso with my man Soltero here. And we'll see you guys soon. We'll be doing more of these streams, so keep in touch and follow us on all of our social media realms at The Give and Go. So, till next time, guys, have a good one.